We're learning more today about a proposed deal that would see three major tobacco companies pay out billions of dollars to some provinces and territories, as well as smokers and their loved ones. The case goes back decades and is one of the costliest lawsuits in Canadian history. The CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick is tracking the story and joins me now. So Megan, what are the details of this proposed settlement?
Well, as you mentioned, these legal battles have been going on for a long time, dating back to the late 1990s. There have been multiple class action lawsuits filed against the companies in Quebec, and at the same time, different provinces and territories have taken legal action against the companies as well. And so for years now, there have been negotiations going on to try and reach a settlement. And last night, some court documents were filed by a court-appointed mediator with a proposed settlement. Now, here's what we know about it. The three companies are JTI-Macdonald, Rothmans, Benson and Hedges, and Imperial Tobacco Canada. The proposal is that those three companies would pay out a grand total of $32.5 billion. About $25 billion would go to the provinces and territories for their healthcare systems. About $4 billion would go to claimants in Quebec, and about $2.5 billion would go to other claimants in other parts of Canada. Now, there are different rules around who would be eligible for compensation. And then another $1 billion would go into a foundation for cancer and smoking related research. Now, the proposed settlement would not include forcing the companies to admit any kind of liability or issue an apology or anything like that. Now, if this proposal is approved and it's implemented, it is being described as what would be an unprecedented and historic agreement. Take a listen to one of the lawyers for the plaintiffs in Quebec.
When we started this case in 1998, not a single person in the world had received a single penny from a tobacco company in compensation. And as a result of this litigation, tens of thousands of Canadians will receive very significant awards. This has never happened anywhere in the world.
Now, again, we'll receive that compensation if this is approved and implemented. There are a couple more steps to go, Andrew. Some more court hearings coming up. The various claimants involved have to approve this. Provinces and territories have to approve this proposal, and the court itself has to approve it as well. So this is not a done deal. This is being described as a significant step on the road to a settlement.
So what reaction are you seeing so far to this?
Some mixed reaction. We've gotten a joint statement from groups including Action on Smoking and Health, Physicians for a Smoke-Free Canada, and the Quebec Coalition for Tobacco Control. They say the one positive part of this proposal is that compensation aspect for eligible claimants, but they say what's missing from it is any kind of action by the tobacco companies to change how they market their products, for example. They say this proposal would allow these companies to keep making huge profits off people using addictive products. So they're not totally enthusiastic about this proposal. Here's Rob Cunningham from the Canadian Cancer Society, who feels like this could be a missed opportunity.
This is a one-time historic opportunity to better regulate and control the tobacco industry and to reduce tobacco use, prevent people from getting cancer, heart attack, stroke, emphysema, and we're missing that opportunity. We can do so much, to prevent a vast number of people from getting disease and death, and it'd be incredibly tragic for us to miss that opportunity that'll never come again. And, and it's really important that we get it right.
He's hoping the provinces and territories will advocate for some changes to be made to this proposal before they approve it. There were some family members of one of the original plaintiffs from one of the Quebec class action lawsuits at a news conference in Quebec this morning. They said they feel some relief over this proposal, but again, this isn't a done deal. They say this has never been about the money, but it's been about getting justice. We've also heard from some of the lawyers for some of the provinces and territories parties involved in this, Andrew. Those lawyers say their clients will approve and support this proposal. But again, there's still some steps to go. If it is approved by all those parties, the hope is that the money would start flowing early next year.
Megan, thank you. The CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick live in Toronto.